Because what you're feeling is real, but it's not the end. Somewhere along the way, something inside you got tired. Not loud, dramatic exhaustion, but the quiet kind. The one that shows up as stillness that doesn't soothe and silence that doesn't heal. It's the feeling of trying, really trying, and still seeing no result. You start asking yourself, what's the point? Why keep showing up if nothing's changing? Maybe I'm not meant for this after all. If that's where you are right now, this is for you. First, let's get one thing clear. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not alone. What you're feeling, it's part of being human. Modern psychology has a name for what you're experiencing. Learned helplessness, a term coined by psychologist Martin Seligman, who found that when people or animals are repeatedly exposed to struggle without visible success, they begin to believe that nothing they do matters, even when it does. You start to internalize failure as identity. You stop trying, not because you're lazy, but because trying starts to feel pointless. But here's the twist. You are never as stuck as you think you are. Your brain is built to adapt, not to give up. The neuroplasticity that allows you to learn languages, instruments, ideas, that same wiring allows you to rewrite how you respond to difficulty. You're not too late. You're not too far gone. You're not at the end. You're at a threshold. There's a concept in behavioral science called activation energy. It's the energy it takes to overcome inertia, to begin a task. And research shows that the hardest part of doing anything is starting, not finishing, not perfecting, just beginning. Which means your brain is not telling you to quit. It's asking you for a smaller entry point, a gentler beginning, something manageable enough to bypass the fear of failure and move into momentum. So don't think about everything you have to fix. Don't make a 5-year plan today. Don't worry about being great. Start small, start micro, start with 1%. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman talks about how even just 30 seconds of action, a single dopamine-triggering choice, can shift your state and re-engage motivation. Your job isn't to be perfect. Your job is to nudge yourself back into motion. Maybe today that means getting out of bed, replying to that one email, drinking water, taking a walk without your phone. That's it. That's enough. Because from a neurological perspective, small wins build confidence, and confidence over time builds resilience. Now let's address the shame. You're probably beating yourself up for slipping, for quitting, for wasting time. But shame doesn't lead to growth. Compassion does. According to Dr. Kristen Neff, a leading researcher on self-compassion, people who speak to themselves with kindness when they fail don't just feel better, they perform better. They stay committed longer. They bounce back faster. You are not weak for needing a pause. You are wise for recognizing when you need to begin again, differently. And what about purpose? You might feel like yours has vanished. But here's something to remember. Purpose isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a whisper that says, try again tomorrow. And if you can hear that whisper, even faintly, it means hope isn't gone. It's just waiting for you to take its hand again. So no, this message won't fix everything, but it might be the small spark you need to not give up today. And maybe, just maybe, that's where everything starts to change. You're not meant to do it all right now. You're meant to start again. Gently, humbly, honestly. One breath, one step, one moment at a time. Because the truth is, people don't rise all at once. They rise in layers. They rise in inches. They rise in moments, just like this one. So if you're almost ready to give up, try giving yourself 5 more minutes of faith first. You might be closer than you think.